And we are back to Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Not a Motorcycle. But,
Yes.
but with like roses.
More of the card roses.
Yep, and we are siding with Sato after a bit of discussion between us because, well, we get to fuck up good guys. Why would you not do that? Also, his argument is a lot better. A wise choice, Duelist. I see you're well versed in judging a situation. Welcome to the Rose Crusaders. I am honored. Okay, old man, it's time for you to make yourself scarce. I think Green crashed.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't crash. I forgot he was my lines there. What? What are you doing? Stop! No.
He's not getting raped, I promise. Even though his eyes make it kind of look like that.
Yeah. His eyes do look a little like he just got a surprise thing.
That's sex.
Anyways, yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. I just need you out of the way until everything else is settled. Now let's talk about the red rose cards. Simon mentioned that he spread the cards among certain individuals just after summoning you. I think it's safe to assume that the large number of those individuals are his confederates currently, located in France. I would like you to ask to enter France from Dover and retrieve those cards for our cause. I would go myself, but I'm needed here to maintain our barrier against any invading forces. According to the legend, one must use a deck whose cost is lower than an opponent's to capture a rose card of another color. Remember, a deck that costs lower than any opponent is a key. I've also heard somewhere that the Celts inherited the red rose cards from the original inhabitants of Stonehenge. This would mean that our enemy Yogi, who comes from a line of Welsh nobility, would likely have inherited one of the red rose cards. This means that those who oppose the Rose Crusaders are sufficiently equipped to duel against us as equals. Given the desperate situation, I will retaliate with everything they got. It would be wise not to underestimate them. I'm depending on you. That's why I'm not actually giving you a deck. Like he doesn't even know that we already got a deck.
Yeah, I know.
So now this is the overworld map.
Yay.
And he is like the...
Yeah, so I see what you mean. In the normal game you'd have like in the good guys campaign, like you're saying, you'd have like choices of where to go. But in this, it's just a linear progression forward.
Not sure why I actually did that. I mean, I could just use fucking save states.
Yeah.
There's one thing, the game did sometimes crash on me, so I might end up saving more often than not. But I had like one crash in like 2-3 hours, but yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it's probably a good idea.
What doesn't make sense is that we start in England, but the first villain, like all these guys are already in England. That's why playing the good guys actually makes more sense than bad guys, but whatever.
Yeah, we don't need a logical story progression.
You can voice this bitch.
The Rose... Her name is T?
Tia.
I remember that shit. Oh yeah, Tia. Well, her name is spelled like T.
Right, she likes getting tea back there.
Haha! Yes. The Rose Duelist? You dare to betray the hopes of Prince Yugi?
I hope.
Make him in, mate! Fuck!
I teach you a lesson you never forget. I like how like these guys are like, I don't join your side, so let's fuck him up. like just rape the guy.
Yeah, I know. Just like, fuck you. You don't want to help Prince Yugi. Fuck you.
I mean, it's easy. They're actually the bad guys. So this game kind of plays like chess, but if chess was fun. So you have like your leader. You can move him around, and he's not supposed to get attacked, or he takes damage, and then he can summon around himself like this. And then you have your hand. The weird thing about this game is actually you draw a full hand every time, so if you have shitty cards, you can just throw them away pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, right, that makes sense. For a moment, my mind was thinking it backwards. I was thinking it was like you mentioned, you were talking about Season 0, and they only draw one card every time.
Oh yeah, but it's actually like a weird game, because you draw more than one card at a time.
Yeah, that's good, because that'd be really awkward, like, just starting up.
So, but you only have 40 cards in your deck. You can never have more. You can never have more or less than 40. So you can burn through your cards. Actually, like you can You can literally throw your hand away if you want to, but
Yeah.
the problem is if you do that too much, at some point you run out of cards.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And then it's game over, I imagine. Or you
You just
have,
don't draw
like,
any new cards, and then at some point you lose.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good that they took that out just for the sake of in case, because in a game like this, that it would be a cheap way to lose.
Yeah, because they have the timer up there, and the timer is after 100 turns, the game ends, and whoever has the most HP wins.
Alright. Well, that's nice. Like, I mean, that particular system, I don't know exactly how I feel about it. I guess it's fine. But I was more saying I'm glad that they don't, like, have it arbitrary in a bad way where only the player loses.
Yeah. The thing is, the reason why they put that in is because they had in this game it's very important. Terrain you fight on is very important, so you could end up with like both of them walling each other in like one side of the map and be unable to kill each other, and that's why they put it in, because it would just end as a stalemate.
Right. Yeah, I see what you mean.
So this increases fairy power by 500. And
That's
the deck
good.
I get given, but I don't have any fairy ones. It's not in my hand. Like sometimes the decks are really designed.
Yeah. Got a faith bird.
Yep,
Looks
which is
pretty
not
good.
that bad. And I can flip this guy, but actually I'm probably gonna wait, because if I flip him, he powers up all the light monsters, of which I have one on the deck field, but I don't want more than one light monster flipped.
Right. Makes sense.
No, I might actually have misread it. I'm not an expert at these cards, so I should probably beat them up, because I think I forgot to. So here's like the battle, which I will show like once, and then I will just skip them. I think I forgot to change my thing in defense mode, which is kind of silly, but oh well.
Oh.
But she's still strong enough to win, because he attacked me with like the worst card ever.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was in defense mode. Okay.
Okay.
So he takes damage, but the card doesn't die, because that's how the game rules work.
Yeah. Wait. So how does the card take damage?
The game works. It works like normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Was. So if you're in defense and the enemy attacks you, he takes HP damage if your card is stronger, but his card doesn't die because you're in defense mode.
Right.
But if you're in attack mode and he attacks you, then his card dies.
Yeah.
So defense is kind of always you do less damage kind of, but you also take less damage. So defense is kind of a control kind of mode in a way.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good.
See, like he he had a special ability, so that kind of fucked up. When his card is flipped face up, shift all cards to defense position. Okay, that's why I didn't kill him, because my card was shifted. But yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise he would.
No, actually, his like the opponent's still taking like a fuck ton of damage. Look at that, you already got her to slightly less than half HP.
Yeah, that's because, like I said, I think it's only the early AIs, because I actually got beaten later, and that AI was fine. But the early, like, she's fucking retarded. Like, she attacks me with like 400 attack monster.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Like, that's like the worst words you could have. But yeah, okay, that's only on flip. So let's see if I find light monster I can play. Aqua. That's like, this deck is fucking retarded. Sorry, but it just is.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
There's no like unity under these cards at all.
Right. Just kind of an issue. Oh yeah, so I mentioned it earlier. It's not really related to the game, but and power up cards. It's pretty sexy. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So season 0, at first people might be like, well, that's logical. They'd and you're about to rape this petite angel. But they're like, well, yeah, drawing a card each turn, that makes sense. But in Season 0, according to what I've heard from Sapare, like, you don't even draw the original 5 cards. You just, each turn, you literally draw 1.
That's how they played it, at least the first match. After that, I stopped watching the show for now, but that's literally what they did. They just drew one card and play it, and then they draw a card and play it, and they draw a card. Yay. But yes, I think we're gonna win. I really, she's in the Duelist in the VS show, so I guess I'm not surprised that she's terrible.
Yeah. She doesn't duel in the show, does she? I forget what she does.
She's the token woman.
Yeah, yeah.
So the other stuff to mention about is territories, like specific monsters get boons from specific fields, which they do get in the normal Yu-Gi-Oh game, but in the normal Yu-Gi-Oh game it's very different because you can only have one field. But here you see like the different floors.
Yeah, yeah.
And this map doesn't actually really show it very much because there's a lot of normal fields which don't do any boons, I believe. But
Right.
in later, it's actually that is like one of the main mechanics, but it makes a major difference in this game.
Yes.
It can make up to like 1,000 attack difference, which like, it's quite a lot.
Wow. Yeah. That's quite a bit.
Upstairs, I've not drawn a single card that can actually be powered up with this. Like, this deck is terrible.
Sorry.
I guess it's just how life goes. I can combine these two, which I guess I should keep in mind for
Oh.
later.
Nice.
That
Oh,
was,
is
that
it
was
any good?
coincidence.
Yeah.
It's 1,600, which is decent.
Yeah.
So, combining monsters in this game works very different from the normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you don't need specific cards. You just mix stuff and hope for the best.
Yeah. Which usually doesn't come. Usually you just kill your card and it sucks.
Oh, okay, that card I guess gave
Wow.
him 2,000 HP.
Yeah.
Which is not, because now he's on this field, which means he gets 500 attack extra, and he gets another movement point next time, so he can move 2 turns. Which means currently I'm like just trying to wave him into this corner.
Yeah. It's just like real chess.
Totally. And then these two fight. Goddess with a third eye, which is really creepy actually.
Yep, and
Getting
we're going
bitched
to
at
rape
by
her
a
with a
hand.
judgment hand. Yep.
Yu-Gi-Oh! is fucking weird.
Oh, really?
I mean, the cards were always super weird, like even weirder than freaking that other game.
The Magic the Gathering?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they are. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has some weird cards. So, does it say what happens when we beat our opponents? Like, do we send everyone to the Shadow Realm?
No, there's no Shadow Realm in this sadly.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate.
So you just defeat them and then they're like, oh, I'm sad. I guess they didn't do that because the game kind of turns a bit grindy toward the end, so they couldn't do that because you kind of need those guys to grind against them.
Yeah, right. Sounds sexy.
Okay, but now I actually got a fairy card, so now I can like do this.
Nice.
Hopefully in the correct order, because if you do this in the wrong order, you carry your cards, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, but nice. You did know, so now you can totally rape this dude. There are Air Knight.
Which actually, Air Knight was good. I believe that was the deck leader of the guy that did the Let's Play. Like the deck lead, the weird thing with the deck leaders is they don't actually fight, so I'm not sure if it's actually good to have your best card the deck leader or not, because it's kind of waste.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because the deck leaders get abilities as you level up, but at the beginning they don't have abilities, and I don't know if the abilities are based on how good the card is or if it's just random, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just know that I win.
Yeah, so it certainly looks like you won.
And I can just do this, which the graphics glitch out a bit, as you will see in a moment. It just does that, but okay.
It still works.
And I can win by another rule. I'm gonna win by this.
Oh, the surround rule.
Yes. Actually, I can't because I have the maximum number of monsters on it. But I can put on a magic card. I think it still works. And then I win by default,
Yay.
which I've never done before. Yay!
Yep, if you surround your opponent completely with cards, you win.
And that's why the opponent ran into a corner like a retard. So this is the way that you get cards in this game. After you beat them, you get their cards, but you only get 3 of them. Unless you pick the same ones in a row, then you get one special card.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what the thing is, I can't see what the hell I'm looking at, so I'm just gonna try. The best thing is just to not go for the force trap there, because that is when there are not enough cards on the graveyard. It just replaces them with a voice thingy.
Ah, okay.
Which means that you actually don't get much out of beating the game fast, which is a bit silly. Like it punishes you for beating them fast. So I got the 2000 HP, which is not bad. I want that Fabby thingy actually.
Yeah,
oh wow,
sure.
that maybe I'm gonna get 3 in a row now.
Maybe. Let's see.
I don't know which button. I don't know why these aren't just all the same button.
I don't know.
Oh well. I got the fake trap.
Fuck the fake trap.
It has 1 use actually.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, because it's a card from the video game. If the enemy uses the Favy Duster thingy, if it uses a trap destroy card, this card will get destroyed instead. Which technically is not really used, but whatever.
Yeah, I guess I lost. It pains me to know that I lack the strength to protect my lord and love.
I like how they just did fan shipping there.
Yep. It's official. The guys who made Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels the Rosists, they
are shippers of one of the worst shows ever made, which is kind of ironic.
Fight Tristan, yeah. Hold it! You're the one they call the Duelist, right? You want to go any further, you'll have to face me in my Brooklyn Rage!
He's not the Brooklyn Rage guy.
He's not?
Nope.
Fuck.
That's Joey.
Oh yeah. And my Crabwalker strategy.
Yep, which actually he has like a deck cost of 1149, which is enormously high. Like if you play the other guys, you don't fight one with that deck cost for like 4 matches in or something like that. But last time I beat him like super easily, so I don't know why his deck cost is so high. Which I haven't actually explained deck cost, so I should probably do that. Every card has a wars based on how good it is, and your quality of the deck is never allowed to be higher than your opponent's quality of the deck. That's kind of how it makes sure that you don't just like powerhouse your game.
Right.
So he has like a super powerful deck, but I don't know where all his super powerful cards actually are.
But yeah, I'm sorry everyone that I got the peoples mixed up. He's the voice guy, which I can't do the voice.
He's not Mr. Brooklyn Rage. But there's this one is actually in this card deck. This one has like the territories, so it's actually very good to showing the different territory types.
Yeah. Yeah, they got water and trees and mountains.
And wasteland and darkness. And each one gets a boon based on what they are on, and they get a negative if they're on the opposite of the good. Like this one would lose. Actually, he's considered a spellcaster. If he was fire, he would lose stuff in water, but he's a spellcaster.
Nah.
So he doesn't lose the tech, I think.
Makes
I don't know what his
sense.
opposite. The thing is, the game doesn't tell you what cards are related to what.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like so it's not the best. It's okay, but you know, not exactly amazing.
Okay, let's see.
Excuse me.
I can put a card down there. The thing is, this one is like, this card is like purely defensive.
Yeah.
But she's really good at that. It makes more sense in the normal Yu-Gi-Oh game, because in this game, having a purely defensive card is not actually that useful.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Like, it's not terrible, but it does seem like it's not exactly amazing because, well, yeah.
You kind of have to go offensive.
You can't force an opponent to attack a defensive card, which is, well, yeah.
Well, that was unexpected. I gave him that much. Because he moved 2, because he was on like his fear thing. But see, like this guy already at least plays better than a fucking bitch did.
Yeah. She wasn't very good.
Okay, so I know who that guy is now.
Yeah.
So I'm probably just gonna
Wait for the lizard guys.
Yeah, because you can summon monsters, but every turn you get 3 new summon points, and you start with 4 summon points. So I kind of just need to wait till I can summon better monster thingies, whatever.
That's legit.
This time you attack me with a really bad monster, which I take.
Yeah. Imagine gun. Imagine whatever.
And there's another rule where if you fight your opposite, your unit gets spellbound. So spellbound means you can't move for a turn.
Oh, okay.
So that's why my guy's now spellbound. Like he can't move because he fought against that guy and won.
Right.
But yeah, I mean it's not that bad. She was defensive anyway.
She's right. Yeah, she didn't need to move, and she did a ton of damage to whatever this guy's name was.
Flip face up shift. I could actually use that if I am because he had 1000. I'm gonna do this. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna flip this up. Move 2. I think he's so weak that even if I did that, it would still not be good enough.
Yeah. Dude, I think you'd be better off just using your really powerful cards. Aren't they more powerful than that one anyways? Like
yes, but I'm kind of waiting on that spell that I had. I don't want to summon it without the upgrade because this deck does not have any good cards. So I don't want to use my good cards when I don't have to. Oh, I actually have 2 of them, so I'm gonna use them. My bad.
Okay, good.
In that case, I need to get. The thing is, he's kind of in the way.
Yeah, I see that. Stupid rainbow flower. Nobody likes you.
So I'm gonna move you down there. Move over here. Summon this guy and face down attack, and hope that he's powerful enough to not instantly get killed.
Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, hopefully, well, whatever. Yeah, hopefully you can kill this guy.
Okay, let's go. I win that.
Nice. Monster egg. That's not very.
And this is the forest area.
Yep.
Look at it. It's so cute.
It's the thing. All right.
I like how I can swear to you that the card description, if you play the Yu-Gi-Oh game, says that it's supposed shells at people. But now it's just shooting lasers.
Shooting lasers out of its eyes. I like what our guy does. He's just like magic circle of doom.
The animation's actually not badly made, I think, considering
they're good. I
the
really
game is
like
just
them.
too slow about it. Like this needs to be like 50% faster, and I would show more of them. But
yeah,
the speed this moves is ridiculously slow.
Right. I understand that. We don't need to show all of them. They're a little slow. I guess it's fine. At least you can skip them. So you know.
Yep. I'm still trying. I'm gonna keep that defense move till I can kill that guy.
Yeah.
Which actually I can't kill him with this because he's on darkness, and I would get powered down if I go up there.
Right.
Which is kind of unlucky.
Yeah. Though then again, he keeps sending cards at you like he's gonna get fucked over.
Now if the caster which powers up brightness, now I just need the and if I get the other one I can power up twice. But because in this game, most as in normal Yu-Gi-Oh, it's very good to have one really OP card. Because there's no way direct remove it. Like there's some traps on it, but it's not as easy to directly remove a card.
Right. Yeah, kind of like defensive cards. They still have their uses, but they're not as useful as.
So how does this work? Because we are both gonna instant give each other. Because we have both the same attack.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
That thing looks fucking weird.
Wow, that does. It has a face on the bottom of its face.
I don't know what it's doing. It just jumping. So my guy dies.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And then this guy just died of AIDS.
He's just like, okay, now that I punched you, I'm pretty dead too. I didn't feel it very good.
Yep, that works. And I would say I'm winning. Like I
Yeah,
said, he has like a really high deck cost, but he doesn't actually have any really good cards, which I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
He just moved the guy in defensive, which is really weird.
Yeah, I know.
Because no one had to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. The Saints have no reason to put it down, because in this game, unlike normal game, I think you can put down a monster and instantly do a move. But I don't know if you could actually do that. I think you can actually do that in normal Yu-Gi-Oh, which was always weird because in most games you're not allowed to do that.
Right. Like, yeah, like in Magic the Gathering, monsters can't instantly do much of anything unless they have haste.
Yeah, which I guess haste doesn't actually exist here.
Yeah.
So, well, that works. I mean, my guy dies, but he moved the guy forward so I can kill him now.
Yeah, that's fine. And he doesn't do, like, 200 damage, that's nothing. Unless you're playing, unless you're in the show in which 200 damage can win the game, just...
Because in the show everyone has 4,000 life points.
Yeah.
Which is, actually, wait, do they start, here you start with 4,002, but here just, it's not as bad, because here you take HP damage slower, but in the show it's always ridiculous, like, 4,000 HP, the way they play the game, you, like, lose in, like, 2 turns.
Yeah, I know. Check his pulse, Yuki. Yeah. I don't know why I just randomly thought of that, but yeah. Check his pulse, Yugi. I freaking just when Kaiba just like judo flips Joey.
Yeah.
I don't think he judo flips him, does he? I don't remember exactly what he does. He just tosses Joey aside.
But Joey could still be dead.
Yeah. According to the British guy.
So another thing to mention about this game is actually due to it using all the old cards, it's like I know like almost all of these cards. Like I used to have them, which makes it very almost like a nostalgia trip.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, because it is all these old cards.
Sweet. Also, yeah, man, when they're powered up, there's Orion, the Battle King. Those are really good.
Yeah, they get 500 extra for the power play. Which is what they do if they go over there. This problem is he's just sticking on his fucking dark fields and I can't get through there.
Yeah.
Which the other deck was way better in that sense because it had a transformation space, so I could change the territories, but so far I've not drawn here one, so I don't even know if this guy has one.
Right. Yeah.
I also have a light deck, but I don't actually know what light gets boons from because I've not seen anything that actually got a boon from so far.
Yeah, I don't see anything that they get a... Oh, you're raping a rainbow... Wait. Yeah, you're raping a rainbow flower?
Look at it. Stupid... The most epic duel.
Between a flower and a hand.
But really, it's a pretty hardcore hand.
Yeah, just shooting like lasers.
I wonder how that fucking flower would actually have attacked.
I do too. It's unfortunate he didn't attack.
Oh my god, 100 damage. So what does that hand actually do? Because it has an ability, which you can see based on the color. The thing is, I'm assuming everyone who sees this already knows what Yu-Gi-Oh does, like the game, but
yeah.
When this card is flipped face up, if there's any Jigen Bugen in any adjacent spaces, teleport one Jigen Bugen to an...
It's the best name.
Jigen Bakuden. Okay, that makes sense, but he didn't have any, so I guess that hand was useless. He just killed himself, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now you can just kill the hand and, you know...
Talk to the hand and then kill it.
Orion the Battle King versus a hand.
That's it.
That's the game.
So I think that's actually a good place to end part 2, which is part 1
Yeah.
if you actually count gameplay. Actually, guys, I gotta do this.
Oh yeah.
I totally want that hand.
The wheel of fate
I want
is turning.
I want the knight guy, he was pretty decent.
Yeah.
And I guess that works. God.
Did you?
That wasn't a word I
Oh.
wanted. I wanted the knight guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the knight guy. What else do I want? I don't want a fucking shares throwing guy who doesn't throw shares.
Yeah, I don't think any of the others are like useful unless you want the other like guy who looks kind of like a knight. Because I mean, the hand was useless.
The blue guy was decent.
The blue guy? Yeah, that guy.
Ah, fuck. Oh well, I got this shares throwing guy.
Stupid fucking monster egg. Nobody likes you.
I used to own that guy. Like I said, I owned like a lot of cards, so I like all of those. I think I used to own anyway.
Wow. I don't believe it. You beat the crap out of me.
Which he said he had a crab-based deck that had no crabs in it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna use my crab strategy.
But
Which I don't really know what it means.
I assume he
yeah.
meant like crabs.
Oh,
Like water crabs.
I assumed he meant something along the lines of a pincer attack, but I don't know.
Well, he didn't have any crabs both times I fought him.
Yeah, he didn't have any crabs, and I don't think he ever did anything even sort of close to a pincer attack.
Well,
So...
let's see you guys next time in our epic adventure of kicking good people's ass.
Yep. who apparently randomly shout afterwards is like, you kicked the crap out of me.